Chapter 4 of the Introduction to Psychology class focused on the human developing throughout the lifespan. It mainly focused on, it had a big focus in the beginning on development as a child, or in the womb per se, and then as a child, and then as an adult, and ultimately ending in death. And it focused mainly on the cognitive and social development that we go through as we're aging. And there was also a focus on autism spectrum disorder, which was interesting for me, and I'll talk about that later. One of the things that I thought was really interesting was learning about how parenting styles can affect children as they grow up but there's still the correlation does not equal causation. So there is a correlation between children who are abused as a child and children with mental health issues in the future, but not all kids with mental health issues were abused as children. I'd never really thought about that. And then moving on to the autism spectrum disorder, that was something that I've been recently learning about more because I had never seen autism as a spectrum. I kind of thought that it was just like there's autism and that's it. But recently I have been able to learn more about that it's a wide variety that that people can fit onto that spectrum, but not have specifically, this is autism. Like, you can have Asperger's, which is on the lower end, and then it gets more progressive with people being nonverbal and such. Overall, it was a very interesting chapter about how we develop as people and how we cognitively and socially develop and how social circumstances and how we think have overall impacts on how we grow up. So I hope to use this more with my life and being able to understand people, and I hope to learn more in the future.